Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this video we are going to check out XLM's price chart. And if you don't know what is happening in the mid to long term, I would highly suggest to check the previous video first and then come to this update, because in this video we are going to see what is happening specifically in this area in the short term, and can we argue that the final low is in. Now in XLM, I believe we are having a wave 1, correction for 2, huge move up into wave 3, and the current move is a correction for wave 4. And in here, as you can see, between our pullbacks, we are just constantly able to find overlapping of the waves, which is a very important, characteristic of a corrective movement. And after this correction is over, or who knows, maybe it's over already, we're gonna have another move on the upside into wave 5. Now, can we identify some bullish signs in the short term? The answer is actually yes. Let's zoom in more. Okay, so what is happening in here? We are having, as you can see, a series of lower lows, but in MACD, in daily time frame, these are actually a series of higher lows. So what's the conclusion? We are having a series of beautiful bullish divergences, which suggests that in this phase down, bears are running out of power, and soon bulls are going to take charge and send the price up. So again, based on this sign, we can say the end of this whole move on the downside is actually quite close. Now, let's go on maybe 30-minute chart and see what is happening in the very short term, because I am seeing some optimistic signs, but at the moment, I would like to argue we should be cautiously optimistic. You see, if you want to say we're going to have our final low around here, let's say this is like a very important support, then okay, off of the lowest low in this region, you need to be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure up. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. Sometimes we can consider other patterns, and in this specific case, I want to talk about a leading diagonal in form of a wedge, which looks like this. This is our initial move up into wave 1, correction for 2, another move up into wave 3. It has to be smaller than wave 1, correction for 4, it's going to be smaller than wave 2, and this is the key. Unlike a normal 5 wave right in here, in this structure, we must have overlapping of the waves between our wave 2 and 4, and this is our final move up into wave 5, which is the smallest wave in here. Now, in terms of the subwaves, you probably know the deal if you are a regular viewer of the main channel. 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. And if you want to go 100% according to the rules, then okay, for wave 2 and 4, you have to be able to identify only and only ABCs, something like this one. There we go. And for me, it doesn't really matter a whole lot as long as all the other rules are applying to this structure, being a leading diagonal in form of a wedge. I can consider maybe some WXYs, but again, the rules definitely do not say that. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. Now, pay attention. I believe we can say this is a beautiful ABC zigzag right in here. Excuse me. There we go. This can be another ABC zigzag to about this point and probably not here. And I think we can all safely assume this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one, and also this initial move on the upside is definitely an impulsive structure. So I have checked all the rules before. I think we can safely assume that this might be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up in form of a wedge, followed by that, I believe, yes, this is a WXY, potentially in form of a double zigzag, and on a higher degree, there is a chance that in XLM, the bottom is in, and here is how I can argue that. This is a wave 1, this is a correction for wave 2, and this might be a huge move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So this possibility suggests that the low is already in. But why did I say at the beginning of the video that we should be optimistic, but at the same time, we should be a bit careful and be basically cautiously optimistic? Because into our wave 3, we're not really allowed to have overlapping of the waves. However, so far in this phase on the upside, I think we can all say that these are overlapping of the waves, which is again not allowed into our wave 3. Now, how can we argue this is bullish? Here is how. We can say these are a series of 1-2s in XLM, meaning this is 1, this is 2, and then 3, 4, 5, which on a higher degree might be into a wave 3 correction for another move up into wave 5, and so on and so forth. But this is the key. If this is happening, then okay, soon we're going to be on our way up to complete a series of wave 3s, and this is the thing that I need you to have your eyes on. I need you to wait for some strong moves on the upside in XLM to show up, maybe something like this. If we get these moves, great. At that point, we can be bullish with a lot more confidence. If we don't get it and we get some more chopping around, maybe a bit more upward price action, but again, in it, we are having like overlapping of the waves. Well, okay, that's not going to be a good sign, suggesting maybe this is going to be like just a simple ABC zigzag and not an impulse. Now, every single bullish or bearish possibility should have a very important invalidation point. And what's it going to be for this scenario? I'm going to say taking these lows in here, and this one is about, let's say, like 23 cents. So what you do not want to see in XLM is from the current point, or maybe just a bit higher, not important, a relatively strong move down, maybe like a 1 2 3 4 5, in order to take these lows. If we do this, at that point, our bullish scenario is kind of going to get invalidated, and at least let's say at that point, that's not going to be our primary case. And we're gonna say, you know what, maybe this is an ABC, suggesting this move is going to continue, and on it, we're gonna take the lowest slow down here about, let's say, like the 20 cents area. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XLM's price chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.